It started as just a shadow in the corner of my eye at the new job, but by the end of the week, I wished I hadn't looked behind the last door in the basement. My first day at the biotech lab was uneventful, save for the flickers of darkness that seemed to dart just out of view. I shrugged it off as fatigue, eager to impress my new colleagues. However, by Wednesday, the shadows gained a shape, a gangly form that lingered near the basement's heavy door, one I was advised to ignore. My curiosity got the better of me, and I resolved to investigate before week's end. On Friday, I stayed late under the guise of catching up on paperwork. As the last of my coworkers left, the lab was plunged into a haunting silence. The basement door loomed ahead, its shadows more pronounced than ever. Each step I took felt deliberate, as though I was being led rather than choosing my path. The air grew colder with every descent down the concrete stairs, and an unnatural hum vibrated through the walls, almost as if the building was alive, aware of my presence. I reached the door, and with a trembling hand, pushed it open. The room was vast and dimly lit, filled with rows of forgotten experiments and broken machinery. In the center stood a glass chamber, inside of which the shadow I had seen all week now took a terrifying form. It was a disfigured being, a grotesque amalgamation of human and something else, its eyes reflecting a deep, unsettling intelligence. A thick silence hung between us before it pressed a hand against the glass, and to my horror, it mirrored my own features, a haunting doppelganger trapped in a world of its own making. As I backed away, a voice whispered through the air, soft yet demanding, "Free me." The glass cracked under the pressure of its touch, and I realized too late the true purpose of the lab and the experiments conducted here. The shadows that had stalked me were not mere figments of imagination, but warnings. However, my actions had set something unfathomable into motion. As the glass shattered, the last thing I saw before fleeing was its twisted form merging with the shadows, free at last to haunt the world above. Kindly subscribe for more video, and turn on your notification.